Golf is hard enough as it is. Why are you making decisions that are making the game more difficult? Today I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret that doesn't require any practice, is going to save you strokes, and more importantly, going to help you enjoy golf a little bit more. I'm PGA teaching professional Todd Kolb, Director of Instruction for US Golf TV, and what we're talking about today is hybrids versus long irons. Now, here's what you got to understand. If you've got a club head speed with your driver over 115 miles an hour, turn this video off and go watch something else, because this video is not for you. But if you're like 99% of the people who play the game of golf and you're not swinging your driver at 120 miles an hour, you better have one of these things in your bag, all right? You better have a hybrid in your bag. Now, why do I say that, and why is that so important, and why are we passionate about it? Because this club right here, I've got my 4-iron. This is a great golf club. It's a well-designed golf club, one of the best on the market. But this club, because of the way that it's designed and the weighting and all that type of stuff and the length of it and the loft of it, I gotta have a certain amount of club head speed to get this thing in there. Just look at the differences between the couple clubs here, okay? They're just two completely different design golf clubs. Both great clubs. I want to be very clear about that. These are both great clubs, but one of them requires a lot more club head speed. So what if I just made the simple decision to put some hybrids in my bag? Now I've got this hybrid right here. It's the 18 degrees, the Max Vert. It just came out. It's the first club that's ever been designed specifically for the senior golfer. It's got some real cool aspects, some design features into it. The perimeter payload, which helps you release it. The fairway finder, which helps you makes it get nice and square. The vertical shaft, which fits right into the vertical line swing system. You know all about that. And it's also got this ground hugging sole. But hybrids in general are just easier to hit because the way they're designed, you can see it's much larger, so they can move the weight back, which helps us kick the golf ball up in there. So let's go ahead and hit a shot, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how we hit these clubs, how we hit the hybrids. So here we go. Let me just go ahead and hit one. Man, and the club, when I swing it through, it just glides through the turf, and the ball just literally rockets off the face. So what is the objective when I'm hitting a hybrid? Now that we know a hybrid is a good club to put in the bag, what's the objective? Well, the objective is to be swinging through the golf ball. An iron is more of a descending, downward motion, right? Driver is more upward motion. And there's some key concepts in hitting a driver that you gotta be aware of, and we cover all those in our system here and all the stuff. And if you haven't already, hey, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell. We love hearing from you. We love where you're from and what it is that you like us to talk about. And today's specifically talking about hybrids. So we want more of a sweeping motion. So let me give you a couple simple tips that you could do. First of all, get the ball in the right spot. Where's the right spot? Well, you want the ball to be a little bit forward of center, right? So put your feet together, get your hybrid, and here's one of the concepts that I love to tell. I didn't plan on talking about this, but take the shaft and just raise it a little bit. When we built the Max Vert here, we made the shaft angle a little bit more vertical for this, because when the shaft goes up, the face squares up. When the shaft goes low, it wants to rotate open. See how the shaft angle goes low? It wants to rotate open. So put your feet together and just raise the handle a little bit this way so the club points a little bit more at your, kind of like at your belt buckle, all right? And then go ahead and separate with a little bit shorter step towards the target, then back, and that'll get the ball kind of basically right there. So here we go, let's tie this together, and I want to give you one swing tip. So here we go, raise the shaft, step towards the target, a little larger step away from the target so that the ball is basically off the logo on the shirt. Every time. These clubs are so easy to hit, they just pop up right in the air. Now how about the swing? When we're swinging the hybrid, what should we be looking for? Well, the most common mistake that I see experienced golfers and golfers in general make is that their backswing doesn't have any length to it. When it comes to these longer clubs, they get really short and really quick. So what I want you to feel is when you're swinging the hybrid, I want you to make sure that you're creating a nice big full turn. I want you to really let the hips turn and release, okay? When the hips turn, that helps you get loaded on the trail foot. Now not turning, okay, we look something like this, see that? And when I do that, I feel some pressure in my back, and that does not feel very comfortable at all. So let's tie this together, because these clubs right here are magical. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna get it set up. Put the club behind the ball, raise it a little bit, A little step towards the target, a little larger step away from the target with the shaft angle up. I'm gonna get a nice full hip turn. There it is, 3 in a row. Right down the middle with super high launch. Hey, don't make the game any more difficult than it needs to be. Get a hybrid in your bag, practice a couple of these tips right here, and you'll definitely see some progress in your game.